Salam sejahtera dan selamat pagi diucapkan kepada Yang Berhormat Datuk Seri Muhammad Najib Tun Abdul Razak, Menteri Pendidikan Malaysia. Yang berbahagia Tan Sri English. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, welcome to INTI College's Foundation Stone Laying Ceremony. It is also a double celebration for INTI College, as the Foundation Stone Laying Ceremony of INTI College's 4th campus today also coincides with the college's 10th anniversary this year. Above all, INTI College is deeply honoured by the presence of our Honourable Minister of Education for graciously consenting Bahagia Tan Sri Datuk Dr. Haji Abdul Majid, Chairman, Board of Governors, INTI College, to give his opening address. Tan Sri.
Assalamualaikum dan selamat sejahtera saya ucapkan kepada para hadirin. Yang berhormat Datuk Seri Muhammad Najib Tun Abdul Razak, Menteri Pendidikan Malaysia, Encik Tan Yu Seng, Presiden INTI College, ahli-ahli lembaga pengelola INTI College, Dive yang kehormat, ahli-ahli media massa, dan seterusnya tuan-tuan dan puan-puan yang dihormati sekalian. Terlebih dahulu saya yang berhormat Datuk Seri Najib yang telah dapat melapangkan masanya untuk hadir jemputan kami pada pagi ini, dan seterusnya untuk mengucarakan upacara memecah tanah dan juga meletakkan batu asas INTI College di Nilai sini. Kami berharap dengan doa restu Yang Berhormat Menteri dan kerjasama daripada semua pihak, INTI College akan dapat menunaikan hasratnya untuk menjadi sebuah institusi pengajaran tinggi di negara kita. Dengan izin Yang Berhormat Menteri, saya ingin melanjutkan ucapan saya dalam bahasa Inggeris. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to welcome all of you here this morning on behalf of INTI Group for the Foundation Stone Laying Ceremony of INTI College in Bandar Baru, Nilai. This occasion marks a new chapter in the history of INTI Group, as our ceremony today signifies the start of construction of the latest addition to the INTI Group of colleges. Today is a momentous day for us and for the progress of education in Malaysia. It has been 10 years since INTI College first began its operations in Brickfields, Kuala Lumpur, with the intention of providing affordable tertiary education to as many Malaysians as possible. Today, we are still providing this quality education, but on a much larger scale, with colleges in Subang Jaya, Kuching, Kota Kinabalu, with a total student population of 5,000. And the same stringent quality and perhaps even higher standard is maintained here in Bandar Baru, Nilai. Ladies and gentlemen, INTI College is proud of our success rate and progress of our colleges, which move in tandem with the government's emphasis on education. The Malaysian government, which places high priority on the development of human resources, as a technically competent labor force, enhances the competitiveness of the Malaysian economy in the international market. INTI College strives along with the government to provide Malaysians with a broader spectrum of education and training, which will hopefully eradicate poverty and increase per capita income, as well as create more employment opportunities. With the increase in demand in higher education, we at INTI College are playing our part to satisfy the ever-growing need for this in a local environment. This new campus in Bandar Baru Nilai will provide 5 main schools which will initially cater to 3,000 students, with 2,400 of them living right here on the campus in our phase 1. The 5 schools that will be provided here will be the School of Engineering and Technology, the School of Applied Science, the School of Information Technology, the School of Languages and Communication, and the School of Business, Law and Arts. These students will have the opportunity to enroll in the many courses provided under the advanced standing and twinning programs. This campus here will be equipped with a library, lecture halls, lecture rooms, laboratories, faculty rooms, staff and guest flats, recreation facilities, and students' hostel. More facilities will be seen in phase 2 and phase 3. We aspire to get to the level of a university status and with the completion of this campus. Ladies and gentlemen, this moment would not have been possible without the support of the government, the academic staff, the management.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan salam sejahtera. Yang berbahagia Tan Sri Datuk Dr. Abdul Majid, Pengurusi Lembaga Jemaah Pengurus INTI College. Yang berbahagia Encik Tan Yu Sing, Presiden INTI College, ahli-ahli lembaga jemaah pengurus INTI College, tamu-tetamu kehormat, tuan-tuan dan puan-puan yang saya hormati sekalian. Sesungguhnya saya berasa besar hati kerana dijemput hadir dan diberi penghormatan untuk menyempurnakan upacara letakkan batu asas INTI College Bandar Baru Nilai. Satu upacara yang sungguh besar artinya, satu upacara yang melambangkan perkembangan INTI College yang amat memberangsangkan dan sekaligus membawa erti yang besar kepada perkembangan pendidikan swasta di negara kita ini. Pada kesempatan ini, saya ingin mengucapkan syabas kepada ahli-ahli lembaga pengarah INTI College kerana telah mengambil daya usaha menyaut saranan kerajaan supaya memainkan peranan saling melengkapi dan bergerak sederap dengan usaha kerajaan menyediakan prasarana pendidikan yang bermutu tinggi bagi memenuhi keperluan guna tenaga negara. Memanglah menjadi hasrat kerajaan supaya usaha pembangunan dalam menyediakan peluang pendidikan, terutama sekali di peringkat pendidikan lepas menengah dan pendidikan peringkat tinggi, supaya peranan sektor swasta dipertingkatkan lagi sesuai dengan hasrat kita untuk melaksanakan dasar yang lebih liberal dalam bidang pendidikan. Kalaulah di dalam tahun sebelum ini peranan memajukan bidang pendidikan terletak hampir sepenuhnya di atas bahu kerajaan, maka di dalam tahun-tahun kebelakangan ini dan dalam kita menuju kepada abad yang ke-21 nanti, sudah tentu peranan kerajaan tidak mencukupi kerana demand ataupun permintaan untuk menyediakan peluang di tempat-tempat tertentu dalam sistem pendidikan negara kita, lebih-lebih lagi pada peringkat pendidikan tinggi, tidak mungkin dapat disempurnakan oleh kerajaan sahaja. Justru itu, beberapa langkah penting telah diperkenalkan oleh kerajaan melalui 4 rang undang-undang ataupun akta yang telah diluluskan oleh Parlimen baru-baru ini. Mengambil kira keempat-empat akta itu sebagai satu pakej mencerminkan bahawa kerajaan bukan sahaja telah menentukan penyediaan dari segi perundangan yang sesuai, tetapi telah menentukan wujudnya satu sistem pendidikan yang akan dikelolakan oleh sektor swasta tetapi akan dikawal selia oleh kerajaan supaya pembangunan pendidikan swasta ini dipastikan selaras dan selari dengan matlamat dan aspirasi negara pada keseluruhannya. Untuk mencapai tujuan ini, beberapa langkah telah dan akan terus diambil oleh kerajaan. Umpamanya, dengan kita memperkokohkan lagi Jabatan Pendidikan Swasta di Kementerian Pendidikan sebagai badan kawal selia, memberi kuasa yang lebih pada ketua pendaftar, iaitu Ketua Pengarah Pendidikan Malaysia. Dengan ini maka kuasa yang lebih dan peruntukan yang diberikan, yang disediakan itu bukanlah bertujuan untuk menyekat ataupun menakutkan pihak-pihak yang tertentu, tetapi supaya dapat memupuk rasa bertanggungjawab dan menanamkan nilai-nilai murni dalam mengelolakan pendidikan swasta untuk keperluan negara kita. Bidang swasta, pendidikan swasta adalah satu bidang yang penting lagi murni. Kita tidak boleh melihat pembangunan pendidikan swasta ini sebagai satu pelaburan yang bermotifkan keuntungan semata-mata, kerana returns ataupun pulangannya tidak boleh disamakan dengan bidang-bidang yang lain seperti pelaburan dalam bidang manufacturing, di dalam bidang pembuatan, di dalam bidang pembangunan harta dan sebagainya. Kita mesti melihat pembangunan pendidikan swasta ini sebagai satu peranan yang disertakan dengan rasa tanggungjawab, rasa prihatin, rasa bahawa ini satu tanggungjawab sosial yang amat penting. Walaupun kita tidak mahu, sudah tentu ini bukan satu bidang charity ataupun satu bidang di mana kita boleh tidak mungkin nak menuntut kepada sebarang pulangan, tetapi biarlah disertakan dengan rasa tanggungjawab bahawa kita nak mendidik anak-anak bangsa kita, kita nak menyempurnakan mereka dengan ilmu yang secukupnya, dengan nilai dan budaya yang baik, dan kita nak menjamin bahawa mutu pendidikan yang kita berikan itu adalah di antara yang terbaik di dunia. Ladies and gentlemen, education has always been given a very high priority by the Malaysian government in our effort to realize an educated society. Educated, but at the same time imbued with the necessary values and the necessary qualities so that we can propel Malaysia to higher levels of growth in the future. We would also like to see Malaysia as a center of excellence for education, thus changing the traditional perception of education by sending our students overseas in a traditional mode will see a new scenario developing in the future by which more and more of our students will be educated in our country. At the present time, we have about approximately 50,000 Malaysian students overseas, and this constitutes about 20% of students in tertiary education. The outflow in terms of foreign exchange out of our system is quite heavy. It is estimated that the outflow is in the region of about 2.5 billion a year that flows out of our system because of educating our students overseas. The government therefore calls for a new arrangement, a new collaborative effort between local institutions and foreign institutions. The traditional role of sending students overseas will change, but this does not preclude new forms of partnership, new form of joint ventures, new forms of collaborative arrangements between local and foreign educational institutions. We see this as a growing maturity in the process of our collaborative arrangements between local and foreign institutions. For example, we now have twinning arrangements, which is a step forward from the traditional mode of educating our students for the whole duration overseas. But even then, twinning arrangements can be seen as another phase, but not the ultimate. The ultimate phase would be new forms of collaborative arrangements which will allow Malaysian students to be educated here, and at the same time for Malaysia to be a center for educational excellence in which students from developing nations, students from the region, within and without the region, and even students from the developed countries, Australia, New Zealand, Europe, even America, would avail themselves of the opportunity to study in Malaysia. The intention is not merely for educational purposes, but to strengthen the cross-culture understanding and appreciation which is so vital for us to promote. This is the intention of the government, and we welcome foreign educational institutions to consider new forms of collaborative arrangements which would ensure that their role will also continue to be important in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, with respect to INTI College, I'm gratified to know that from a humble beginning in 1986, INTI now runs programs in 3 campuses, namely in Subang Jaya, Kuching, and Kota Kinabalu. The campus to be built on this land will become INTI College's 4th campus in Malaysia, and it will mark a very important phase in the development of INTI. The investment here is quite substantial. I believe in the region of approximately 100 million ringgit will be invested in Nilai. It's not much of a new town for the present moment, but as usual, you need a catalyst, and INTI College could be the catalyst for the growth of Nilai. And I take note of the fact that INTI is very responsive. The call for new courses to be predicated in the field of science, technology, and information technology. Less on the soft options. It is more expensive, I realize, to start up new courses in the field of science and technology. The investment is heavier, but it is essential that we prepare the necessary qualified personnel to fulfill our manpower requirements. The manpower requirement for Malaysia in the technical field has reached a very critical situation. We are desperately short of qualified people in many technical fields. We must find the additional people who are qualified in science and technology, and we hope that the private sector will play its part to ensure that we will produce the right numbers and the right quality of people. I am also gratified to note that INTI is recognized by over 193 universities, and well-known British and Scottish universities as well also accord their recognition. And I'm sure that with the quality of courses that you have conducted, that you have no problems in meeting the requirements that will be set up by the new accreditation board to be established by the government in the near future. On this note, dan atas kata-kata selamat maju jaya, dan dengan harapan bahawa INTI College akan berkembang maju, saya dengan sukacitanya meresmikan upacara peletakan batu asas kampus baru INTI College di samping perayaan 10 tahun penubuhan INTI College. Sekian, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Yang Berhormat Datuk Seri. I would now like to call upon Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Dr. Haji Abdul Majid to invite Yang Berhormat Datuk Seri Muhammad Najib Tun Abdul Razak to unveil the plaque of the foundation stone and then proceed to the site to operate the backhoe as a symbol of the commencement of the construction work of the college. Thank you, Yang Berhormat Datuk Seri. Thank you, Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of our foundation stone laying ceremony. Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri will now accompany Yang Berhormat Datuk Sri to tour the mini exhibition and finally adjourn for refreshment. Ladies and gentlemen, you're also cordially invited to tour our mini exhibition and later to a light refreshment. Once again, Yang Berhormat Datuk Sri Muhammad Najib Tun Abdul Razak. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of INTI College, I thank you all for being here and making this occasion a very memorable one. Thank you.
You have to take here. It's a VIP seat. VIP seat.
Nhai
They wearing food here.
nhai đi.
Good luck.
Con này.
Lucky ah, still have the sun there. Everybody's preparing.
more or less in confluence with the tandem.
Signing the signing as in the hotel. For the